Please, I beg you, I really do not want any hate mail over this. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Susan's Cozy Kitchen. Today I have a treat for you. I'm going to make King Ranch chicken. Okay, first let's start off by making the sauce. I use a can of cream of chicken soup. Stir those together. A can of diced green chilies. You can use whatever heat you like. We prefer the mild chilies, but if you like it spicier, go for the hot. I've got 4 ounces of shredded extra sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to put about half of that into the sauce. The rest will go on top. Let's get that in. Please, I beg you, I really do not want any hate mail over this. The next ingredient is cilantro. If you love it, you love it. If you don't, you hate it. If you're one of those people, if you have one of those people in your household, just leave it out. The casserole is still going to taste just fine without it. In my house, we all love cilantro. We love it in this casserole, so I put quite a bit in there. I've got about half a cup of just loosely chopped up leaves in there. I'm gonna put about half of that, so around 1/4 of a cup. I never measure, honestly, when I make this, so I really don't know how much I normally put in, and that does not look like enough. I'm just gonna add all the rest of it in there. It can never have too much cilantro for my family. There's all of that. Now, I like a little onion in it, but I don't enjoy chopping onions, so I buy the chopped dried onions, and I'm just going to sprinkle, that was maybe half a teaspoon, into the ingredients here. Let's put that in there. Now, next, I'm going to add just a little bit of cumin. Let's start with a half teaspoon, and then I'll give it a taste in a minute, and we'll see if it needs any more. So there's a half teaspoon of cumin, or cumin, however you say it. Apparently they're both right. Okay, let's give this a quick taste. Let's go for a whole teaspoon. Now I'm going to add, this is about 2.5, almost 3 cups of diced cooked chicken. And it's getting really thick in here now. Let me show you how thick this is. Okay. Don't really want it to be that thick, because to make the casserole, I layer it with corn tortillas. So the corn tortillas are thirsty and they like to soak up all the juices. So we don't want this to be too dry. I'm going to add just a little bit at a time until I get the right amount. All right, so let's start with 1/8 of a cup. Needs more. I won't be surprised at all if I end up using the whole half cup. You know, you don't want it to be too dry. All right, yeah. It's gonna take the whole half cup. And yeah, if you have family members who are not fans of corn tortillas, You can make this with flour tortillas. It will not be the same. It'll be more like a layered enchilada casserole rather than the King Ranch casserole. There you go now. I've prepared my casserole dish. I just sprayed it with some spray oil. And now I'm going to put down a layer of corn tortillas that I've cut into quarters. And I'll just cover the bottom with these. I've often wondered what the original King Ranch casserole tastes like. If any of you know what the original recipe is, please post it below in the comments because I would love to try the original. This recipe is one that I have taken and tweaked from 2 or 3 other recipes until I've turned it into one that my family enjoys. So I know it's definitely not the original, not like the original completely, and that's okay. Yeah, if you've got the original recipe, please share it. I know that I would love to try it, and I'm sure other people out there would enjoy trying it also. All right, I put half of the chicken in there. Now here goes the other half. Okay, just scraping out all that wonderful sauce. Spreading it out to the edges. Now this is a really easy, really forgiving casserole. If you don't have something, you can always substitute something else. If you don't like using the canned cream soups, you can always make your own cream of chicken soup and use that on there. So now I have a stack of corn tortillas and I'm going to cut this into little bitty strips. This is what I think makes the casserole really pretty, and it's just kind of cute on top. So, the remainder of the cheese, I'll sprinkle that all over the top. Okay. And now, let's sprinkle these over the top. And you don't have to, use all of them if you don't want to, just enough to be pretty. Enough to add a little crunch to the top. And now, a quick spray with some vegetable oil. If you have one of the little pump sprayers that you can spritz out oil, that's even better, but mine broke, so I'm using this. But it works, whatever you have, it works. I like to use smoked paprika. You can use plain paprika. You could even use a little bit of the cumin over the top. Whatever you like. We're going to preheat the air fryer. We're going to hit bake, 325, and let's say 24 minutes. As soon as it's preheated, I'll slide this in, and then in 24 minutes, dinner will be ready. If you wonder why I use my air fryer so much, let me just tell you. I live in Central Texas and it's about 100 degrees outside right now. We have gas oven and a gas stovetop. It gets incredibly hot in the kitchen when I'm cooking and using those. So during the summertime, I cook almost everything. If it's possible to cook it in my air fryer, I cook it in the air fryer. The kitchen still warms up, but not to the extent that it does when I'm cooking with gas. So that's why you see me using this all the time. Okay, the oven's preheated, so let's put this in. 325 for 24 minutes. Okay, it's perfect. It's browned on top. The tortilla chips have crisped up. It's bubbling around the edges, so it is ready. I can't wait to dig in, so I'm going to go set the table, get ready for dinner, and see you next time. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like down below. While you're there, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you, God bless, and bon appetit.